Giants, defending World Series champions. They've made a habit of it here in recent years. The even numbered years, 2010. You see Brian Wilson finishing it off. Romo in 2012 as they sweep the Tigers. And then Madison Bumgarner with the heroics last year in that great series with Kansas City. First Giant championship team for me was all about the starting pitching, but offense a big part of the story the last couple. And Bruce Bochy, likely on his way to the Hall of Fame, has put together one heck of a resume. Long run in San Diego, the straight run with the Giants. Born in France, his dad was a military guy.
Got most wins by a foreign-born manager. Past Felipe Alou in 2008. He's #1 among active managers in wins and consecutive years managed. Number 21. And I guess looking at his career, JD, if you hire Bruce Bochy to be your manager, get settled in. He's going to be there a while.
Yeah, well, that's all about the organization. I mean, obviously Bochy is good, but it's organizations that you know, found a guy that they really liked and said, let's just let him do his job.
2 balls and a strike on Adrianza, playing second tonight. 3-1.
He wears well, Bruce Bochy.
Good way to put it.
Rookie eligibility, yeah, it's either 45 days during the 25 roster period of the year, so that's prior to September, excuse me, or 130 at bats. So if you exceed either of those, you lose your rookie eligibility.
Kind of interesting, right? Since 2010, and the Giants winning 3 World Series, but only the 7th best winning percentage during this stretch. So they just keep making the playoffs, and then every year people pick other teams, and then they every other year end up winning.
And that's the thing with the additional wild card now. People talk about it all the time. It's just kind of like college basketball. Get into the tournament and anything can happen.
And we should also give a lot of credit to Brian Sabian, a longtime general manager whose title is now Executive Vice President of Baseball Operations. Well, the Giants, you know, they've moved forward with the analytics, but you know, Brian Sabian had long been considered kind of an old school guy. I always enjoy talking to Brian. I see him in spring training. Runner goes. Schwarber's throw, he really didn't have much of a chance. That was a steal really on the pitcher. Meantime, 2-0 on Sanchez.
Now you're going to see teams testing Kyle Schwarber here, trying to run on him. Jason is not quick to home plate. Most 6'6" right-handers are not.
Justin Grimm under the watchful eye of Lester Strode. This Saturday, 3:05, come on out and enjoy the Under Armour All-American game at Wrigley Field. Actually, I think that's a week from Saturday, yeah, August 15th. And your first chance to catch the country's best high school baseball players and potential future top draft picks. The Cubs' own Addison Russell made his unofficial Wrigley Field debut in this game. Get free tickets while supplies last. Available in person at the Cubs store. That's Clark and Addison. Through Friday, August 14th. Limit 6 tickets per person. No purchase necessary. And for more info, go to Cubs.com. Ball 3. Gregor Blanco is on deck.
Hanging away at that outside corner. Couldn't get the call.
So the first two have reached, and the pinch hitter Blanco for Heston. So the Cubs knocking another starter out of the game pretty early. 4 innings for Heston. He gave up 5 runs, and as Rosenberg would say, they were earned. And that'll be it for Hamill.
Short night, eh?
How about that? Yeah, Joe is not going to mess around here as the Giants are on the comeback trail. So Hamill will not qualify for the win. And it is an early Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Why grill with anything else?
The McDonald's Jalapeno Double and all-new Jalapeno McChicken are loaded with sliced and crispy jalapenos. So they're pretty hot. Try them now for just $2 each at McDonald's.
This is the Ford F-150, and this changes everything.
Drive a new 2015 Ford F-150, the future of tough, for just $249 a month. See your local Ford dealer today.
I'm going to college, but also launching a new startup.
Well, these 2-in-1s come with a fast and powerful Intel Core processor, which means you'll have everything you need to take on whatever college or the real world might throw your way.
Here you go.
That's it.
Get all the technology you need to prep for your best year yet. Save $100 on select 2-in-1 laptops, plus get great offers with our exclusive college student deals. Expert service, unbeatable price. Best Buy.
It's only a muffin, freshly baked in store. And just one bite will have you wanting more. New freshly baked cranberry orange double chocolate and blueberry McCafe muffins. Now a small McCafe coffee and any muffin is only $2.29.
Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Well, that Brandon Belt home run was very significant in this game. It ultimately is knocking both starters out of the game. 5-2 and the tying run at the plate.
Bruce Bochy recognizing an opportunity to get back in this game, and Joe Madden trying to do everything he can to prevent it from happening. And Hamill struggling with his command here for the last few hitters after a great start. Will have to yield to Justin Grimm for the left-handed hitting pinch hitter Blanco.
Low ball 1 on the pinch hitter Blanco.
Justin Grimm this year has struck out 47% of the left-handed batters he has faced. When last I checked, that was a higher strikeout rate against lefties than even Aroldis Chapman.
Just missed the outside corner. So Cubs pitching behind yet another giant batter here in the 5th inning. This has been a good spot for Blanco this year. Well, this is going to be a big first out on a 2-0 pitch. Fowler will make the grab. Now Pagan, who made his major league debut as a Cub in 2006. Schwarber will head out. Talk over the scouting report first with Grimm. And our first look at the Giants since we saw them in spring training.
Yeah, it's weird to get this deep into the season and not have seen every team in the league at least once. Pagan has the longest active homerless streak in Major League Baseball, 665 at bats, +2 tonight. Whoop. After the conversation, we got a cross up.
Handcuffed Schwarber, so right back out to the mound.
You hate to see it happen. You really hate to see it after they just got together and presumably sorted this all out. But at least Kyle able to knock it down and no advancement.
Pitcher strike, 1-1. It's up a little bit, but right on that outside corner. Two and one. Cardinals shut out the Reds in Cincinnati today, 3-0. Michael Wacha got his 13th win. Each team with just 5 hits. Cardinals are 30 over 500, 69 and 39. Last night on a Randall Grichuk 13th inning home run. 3 balls and a strike.
That's another guy who's going to get some consideration for Rookie of the Year. Got 0 for 2 tonight. He's hit the ball sharply both times. Line out to center, deep fly to left.
Couple of pitchers on that list. In the left. The thing about this inning for Grimm is Coghlan makes a catch. He's gotten back-to-back outs on 2-0 and 3-1 offerings. Some pretty lazy fly ball outs at that. Not out of it just yet. Here's Aoki.
Yeah, and that's the advantage of having plus stuff. I mean, even when you're behind in the count, he's got that nasty curveball and a plus fastball.
A quick follow-up. I mentioned Marion Bailey's 100th birthday, and our good friend Ed Hardig watching just sent me this note. The day Marion was born, August 6, 1915. Cubs beat the Boston Braves 2-0 at the West Side grounds. George Pierce got the win. 1 hour 48 minutes in front of 5,100 fans. We're looking for highlights of that game to be played on Cubs Post-Game Live. Aoki chokes up on the bat. Takes a strike, 1-1.
He's hitting .370 this year with runners in scoring position. He's 15 for his last 28 in those situations. The Kansas City Royal last year, after 2 years with the Brewers, after a long successful career in Japan. Cubs play him as an off-field hitter and shallow.
2-2 on Aoki. We'll do it again. He was on the other side of things in the World Series last year with the Kansas City Royals. Recently had some DL time due to a fractured right fibula suffered on a hit by pitch. It's 28 games. Has a sign from his catcher Schwarber. Here it is. It's full 3-2.
Recognizes that breaking ball. He's not even flinching on those last two curveballs from Justin. There's a lot of guys that are going to chase that one.
At second, Sanchez at first. They'll go with the pitch. 2 outs, full count. You're right about Aoki. He's got that short stroke. On top of the plate. Does not have a big vertical strike zone.
Yeah, it's tough to put away.
Notice I didn't say he's short. I said he does not have a big vertical strike zone. Crouch is almost got the same eye level as the catcher. Runners go. 3-2. Very late swing that time. Look out.
Gentleman got it, but it looks like he's okay. Shot to the ribs. Don't get distracted, folks. There could be another one coming your way. Maybe see if we can throw a breaking ball in the zone here. Something just to, you know, he's obviously in just kind of a defensive posture, just fighting off that fastball. Take a little off, just a little dead fish fastball, maybe catch him out in front a little bit.
Bounce to Russell, and this will get the Cubs out of the inning. Nice work by Justin Grimm. Still 5-2 in the fifth.
We invented low fares. Then everyone else pretty much tried to follow. We call it the Southwest effect. But other airlines probably use more colorful language. Low fares. We don't just have them. We invented them. And here we go again. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
What up, peeps? It's Gabe.
And Babe.
And today we're talking about mobile plans the real way.
Why?
I'm at the coffee shop on my Walmart Family Mobile Unlimited plan. It's unlimited talk, text, and data. We could do this all day with 4G LTE speed. Hey, baby! Because we move fast.
You want to go to the park, buddy? And at $29.88, it's the lowest price unlimited plan that includes 4G LTE.
It's the real plan
for real people
with real savings.
Save money. Live better. Walmart. Save big during Menards Made in the USA sale. Made in Rapid City, South Dakota, Dakota Shelving produces premium quality shelving with a durable coating. This pre-finished square edge shelving features a dense fiber core that provides dimensional stability. Perfect for multiple applications, this shelving will produce the most attractive outcome for your project. Available in a country oak or white finish, an 11 3/4 inch wide by 8 foot long shelf is just $7.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Full Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Be sure to join me and Todd Hollinsworth. Cup post-game live following the final out. Our next CSN broadcast will be a good one. Sunday afternoon, Jake Arrieta will be aiming for his 13th win of the year when he faces Jake Peavy and the Giants. But plenty more Cubs baseball left in tonight's game. Let's go back to Len and JD at the compound.
Cap, thank you. Changes for the Giants. Blanco pinch hit will stay in and play left. Aoki made the final out. It's kind of like musical chairs. He could not find a seat, and he's out of the game. And Jeremy Affeldt, pitcher spot, will go where Aoki was in their order.
Veteran left-hander who's done a lot of good work for the Giants for a number of years now. Started with them in 2009 and started his big league career with the Royals back in 2002. Having an off year, high ERA in the mid-5s. Strikeout rate is down, walk rate is up. Spent some time on the DL.
Strike called on Chris Coughlin. By the way, we had a lot of shots at Jason Hamill. And Joe got the ball from him. And Hamill was in the dugout. He didn't look happy. And
no, he wasn't happy. No, should he be
happy. If you're a starter and you've got a big lead and you don't get through the 5th inning, I don't think Joe would expect a guy in Hamill's position to be happy. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, so, you know, probably not happy that Joe came and got him. And maybe not happy with Joe, figuring, hey, I can get through this. But ultimately not happy with himself either with the back-to-back walks. Nothing wrong with a little unhappiness.
Coughlin with a ground ball to the second baseman, Adrianza.
Little creative tension. A lot of guys to be angry when they're pulled from the ball game.
I know you've joked about your career at times, the whole idea of looking over and going, I got nothing, get me out of here. But there had to be a few where your manager came out and you're thinking, I'd like to go get in a fist fight with you after this.
I've been out there and I've been, you know, you put your head down because you don't want to show him up, but you're yelling, you know, don't you do it, don't do it. And then
how long did it take you to kind of cool off and realize, okay, he's a manager, it's his job?
Not too long.
Foul. Hopefully hit an empty seat.
And there are some times where you never come around to the manager's thinking. You don't ultimately always go, yeah, he was right. You still, 2 days later, you might be talking to him or the pitching coach. I still don't think I should have come out of that game. I get why he did it. I mean, that's the thing. And a good manager will keep those lines of communication open. Here's what I was thinking. And maybe you could have gotten out of it, but here's the reason why I went to Grimm. And look at the job he did. And remember, my job is to get the Cubs wins, not pitcher, A, B, or C.
And the weird paradox, I suppose, psychologically is managers aren't asking their players to think like the manager a lot. Just go out and pitch.
No.
I'll do all the heavy lifting in terms of the mental stuff. You just do what you do. And aside from that, JD, the highest leverage situation in this game may not have happened yet, but it may have been in the top of the 5th inning. And the fact that Joe would use Justin Grimm in that spot tells you what he thought of that situation. And that's thinking out of the box. Not a lot of managers would do that in that particular spot.
Yeah, and that's the challenge for a manager. Find those spots in the ball game where things could go awry and be ready to react.
the other values sometimes in using a guy in the 5th or 6th is that the opposing manager may not quite be ready to pull the trigger on one of his better pinch hitters, especially higher in the order. You'll pinch hit for your pitcher maybe, but you might get a favorable matchup just because it is that early. Rizzo walks. Looks like it'll be Tommy Hunter in the 6th. That's where his acquisition lengthens that bullpen. You can use a guy like Grimm in the 5th.
Well, that's the other part of it for both these clubs, only carrying 4 bench guys. There's an extra arm in the bullpen. Now it changes for Bruce Bochy because Ryan Vogelsong is going to make the start tomorrow with Mike Leake being nicked up.
For Joe, you're pretty confident John Lester will give you a lengthy outing. Then you've got Arrieta 2 days after that. By the way, Miguel Montero has just hit a grand slam for AA Tennessee. So he is potentially nearing a return to the active roster.
Talking earlier about Chris in his recent struggles, how he's missed pitches in the zone. That was a great example there. He fouled that one off, but when he's right, he crushes that pitch.
Apfel, 36 years old. Drafted way back in '97 by the Kansas City Royals in the 3rd round. Made a handful of starts with Kansas City early in his major league career. This is his 761st major league appearance, and all but 42 have been in relief. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Royals, Rockies, briefly with the Reds, and has been a Giant since 2009.
Seems like they've had that group together a long time out there in the pen. Romo, Casilla, and Brian Wilson was there for a while before moving on. Lopez, the other lefty.
He got him. At number 2. Here comes Soler for the 3rd time.
Slow curveball catches him out in front.
Look at that tumbler.
Also has a good split finger pitch. That was the other swing and miss. Just something splitter down and away.
Go ahead 2-run single for Soler in the 1st. Rizzo takes off, and he's going to get the base without a throw. As the ball squirted away from Sanchez. Stolen base number 15.
Anticipating first move, got a great jump.
Time called, actually. Sanchez requested it. You and I are around these guys every day. That fans come up to me and say, man, I had no idea how big Anthony Rizzo was until I got an autograph from him or whatever. And Jorge Soler is one of those guys too.
Oh yeah.
I take for granted that he is a large man, 6'4", 215. 1-0 pitch outside on a curve. Shot, base hit, Rizzo to third. Gary Jones will stop him. Anthony was still maybe a step and a half or 2 steps from third when Blanco had that ball. So normally that's a 2-out send.
No, that ball was just hit so hard, yeah. And we talked a lot about Soler and his line drive, right? The exit velocity of the ball really explodes off his bat.
Actually, he was about 4 steps from the bag. Boy, that was a bullet. Astros grounded out to second and then to short. First and third, 2 outs. Duffy will get him this time. Cubs strand a couple and lead 5-2 as we head to the 6th.
Matt posted,
Hashtag TBT. Loved this car until I was upside down on my payments. Hashtag expensive fad.
Wow, you've aged great. Find a car to match, like the Civic at the Honda Summer Clearance event. With a rear view camera and text message reader standard, it's as modern as they come and won't break the bank.
It needs flames. Please ignore him.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
When you move, Degree Motion Sense reacts. With unique microcapsules activated by movement, they release bursts of freshness all day. Motion Sense, protection to keep you moving. Degree, it won't let you down.
Hurry into the Lowe's Summer Savings event for great deals, like $5 to $20 off paint and primer, select stain and sealant, and resurfacers. Plus 15% off special order windows and doors. Don't miss out on summer's biggest savings at Lowe's.
The dude from USA Today who says the Bears will go 3-13 this year. That guy's whack, bro.
Okay, 3-13 for the Bears. They're going to be bad. I don't think they're going to be that bad.
Camp and Hall, weekdays 9 to noon. Presented by Horwitz and Associates.
Welcome back on August 13th. Mingle with John Lester, celebrities, Cub players, and coaches for the first ever Never Quit night at Metro. Take on Hollywood Squares. There'll be great auction items up for bid. Dinner, cocktails, net proceeds from this event help fund pediatric cancer research. Tickets are on sale now. For more information, visit CubsCharities.com.
Here's Tommy Hunter. He'll make his home debut as a Cub.
Yeah, this is his third appearance. Worked twice on the road trip. Picked up a save in Milwaukee. Then a scoreless inning in Pittsburgh the other night. We've seen him reach 99 miles an hour on the radar gun. Pretty firm.
But he hit it on the ground to Rizzo for the out.
Yeah, that's something to keep in the memory bank if you're pitching to him in the future. That was a pretty good hack on that high fastball. You saw Schwarber call for that high heater. Definitely able to get on top of it and hit it fairly sharply. Pence, as we mentioned earlier, a guy can handle that high heater.
Good breaker for a strike. And Pence. Hunter looked at Schwarber to get the sign. Pence would take 800 practice swings. Just can't sit still. Then tight that time, 2-1.
So when he was a little guy, right, he was the guy who was bouncing all around the classroom. Always on the move.
Line shot the other way. Base hit for Hunter Pence. With 3 good at bats, 2 hits. And the other one he flied to the warning track.
Yeah, I don't know if Pence played basketball or not, but even if he wasn't particularly skilled at basketball, you'd like to have him on your team. Just send him out there to chase the other team's best player. He would be relentless. Well, it was Pence and Belt that teamed up to provide the runs for the Giants in the 4th. Pence double, and then Belt hit the home run. It's interesting. It was almost like he didn't even finish the swing. Just kind of threw the head down and
Right field, Soler's got it. 2 outs. There have been some hard hit balls in this game on both sides. Crawford now. He's 0 for 2. The Baseball Reference already has put up 4.9 wins above replacement, 6th best in the National League. Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, well, a superior defender, and then the production he's giving them with the bat, reminiscent of Rich Aurelia. Aurelia was the defender that Crawford is. Aurelia hit 30-plus home runs in a Giant uniform on at least one occasion.
Crawford has been their opening day shortstop each of the last 4 seasons. Takes a strike, 1-1. Travis Jackson has the Giants franchise record for opening day starts at short. 9 of those are all with the New York Giants. 15 years in the 20s and the 30s. He's a Hall of Famer.
Travis Jackson? Mm-hmm. I've never
Veterans
heard that name.
Committee vote 1982. Yep. Swing and a miss. Pence on the move. Throws on the shortstop side, and he just got in.
Very modest lead. Not a particularly good jump, but safe. Throws on the other side of the bag. Probably out.
3-2 on Crawford. Jackson, Travis Jackson appeared in 4 World Series with the Giants. Was a Gold Glove caliber shortstop before that award was even created. Fly ball deep left field, and another opposite field homer by a lefty on this Giants ball club, and it's 5-4. So Belt and Crawford each with 2-run homers. Number 19 for Crawford. It is a 1-run ball game.
The ball had a little running action away from Crawford, and he just rode it the other way. There's your Ford home run replay. Second one for the Giants tonight. 19th of the year for Crawford.
And we still have a long way to go. We're only in the 6th. Bounce back to Hunter. He'll get Adrianza to end the inning. But Brandon Crawford, the All-Star, with his 19th homer. And it's now 5-4 Cubs.
It's a golden opportunity to discover the exhilaration of efficiency. With 6 models to choose from, there's a Lexus hybrid for every driver. in to the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, where you'll find some of the best offers of the year on our entire hybrid lineup. Lease the 2015 CT 200H for $299 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
This is the Super Bowl trophy. This football is from the year we lost the Super Bowl. That's what happens when you win the Super Bowl. This is what happens when you lose. This is what you get.
Bears Live with Ryan Mundy, presented by Xfinity, Sunday after Cubs postgame live.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now during the GMC Summer Sell Down, get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select Sierra models in stock the longest. That's over $10,000 on this Sierra.
What up, peeps? It's Gabe.
And Babe.
And today we're talking about mobile plans the real way. I'm at the coffee shop on my Walmart Family Mobile Unlimited plan. It's unlimited talk, text, and data. We could do this all day with 4G LTE speed. Hey, baby. Because we move fast.
You want to go to the park, buddy? And at $29.88, it's the lowest price unlimited plan that includes 4G LTE.
It's the real plan
for real people
with real savings.
Save money. Live better. Walmart. Comcast Sportsnet, your home for Chicago Cubs baseball.
As promised earlier, we have selected our Data Strong fan photo of the game. Tweet your strongest fan photo to Northside Data Strong Fan. You just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. It's brought to you by T-Mobile. So 5-4. This game will be decided by the bullpens one way or another. Affelt will continue. And it'll be Chris Denorfia.
Yeah, now Bruce Bochy with the announcement of Denorfia is going to make a move to the pen. I believe it's George Contos has got it.
Yeah, local guy. Right-hander. And it'll be a Weber Sauces and Seasonings call to the pen here in the bottom of the sixth. 5-4 Cubs.
If he were to mispronounce your name, you'd feel compelled to change it. Therapists open up to him. He skips the first date. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Amazing Cascade video walls from Prism. Learn more at prism.com.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
AT&T UVerse high-speed internet. With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on.
Weber Sauces and Seasonings call to the pen. Chicago area native George Contos went to Niles West High School and then later Northwestern University. Former Yankee briefly in 2011 and a Giant starting in 2012.
Having a nice year with a 1.93 ERA. He's pitching for the 51st time. Just 7 walks and 51 in the third innings. Good numbers across the board for Contos.
Niles West, located in Skokie.
Turned 30 back on June 12th, 6'3", 215.
Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. (2003) was Illinois Player of the Year with Niles West. 3-1.
Good movement on that two-seamer. You know, according to the Giants media guide here, little known fact about George, he has all 10 seasons of Friends on DVD and can quote nearly every line. His favorite episode is when Joey speaks French. There's something you didn't know about George Santos.
Bounced foul.
It's a good factoid right there.
Works out with Curtis Granderson over the winner. The clock, between innings clock, starts at 2:25. It is illuminated out there in center field, and the plate umpire Manny Gonzalez asking them to turn it off, which they did. Yeah, he and Curtis Granderson, another Chicago native, work out during the winter. Luke Gregerson is from here.
Murphy had a couple real nice games on the road trip. A 3-hit game in Pittsburgh a couple of days ago. Eight out of 21 as a pinch hitter.
High fly, Pagan in right center's got it. Russell with 1 out. Cubs offense has not done a whole lot since the Schwarber 3-run homer. That made it 5-0 in the second. Heston ended up going 4 innings. 1, 2, 3 his last 2 frames. Affelt gave up a couple of runners, no runs in the 5th. And that has allowed the Giants to sneak back into this game.
Yeah, the Cubs lead, but I guarantee you the feel is a lot more positive in the visiting dugout right now. Jason Mott getting ready in the Cubs bullpen.
Dodger 10-8 win today in Philadelphia. Zach Greinke went deep.
He's been so good. He gave up 6 runs today, still earned the win.
He went 3 for 3 at the plate. Russell could not hold. That's a strikeout. Greinke quoted, "I was mad after the first inning, so I had motivation to get more hits." Yeah, he gave up 5 runs before he got the first out. He had allowed 6 runs total in his previous 9 starts. So his ERA went up 1/3 of a run, 141 to 171. Phillies dropped their first series since the All-Star break, 13-5. Chase Utley will be activated from the DL tomorrow. Also going to bring up left-hander Adam Lowen. Two and one. Adam Lowen pitched with Baltimore 06, 07, 08, 35 appearances combined. I think that he converted to the outfield, now back to pitcher. He's kind of bounced around. Yeah, so he was a pitcher first in the Orioles chain, then became an outfielder in the Blue Jays system, and back in the big leagues as a pitcher. How about that?
So did he ever play in the big leagues as an outfielder?
No. Shouldn't say that. Yes, he did. 2011, briefly got back with the Blue Jays. Yep. That's pretty rare, huh?
Yeah,
pitcher, outfielder, pitcher.
Or maybe he can be like Brooks Kieschnick there.
Do a little bit of both.
Do a little of both, yeah.
His first major league home run was off Tommy Hunter. As Fowler walks, that'll keep the inning alive for Schwarber.
And that'll probably do it for Contos. And Lopez ready in the pen.
We've got Schwarber, Coughlin, Rizzo. 3 straight left-handed hitters, and here comes Bruce Bochy.
These guys are managing hard tonight.
Yeah, it feels a bit like September, even though we do not have the expanded rosters. Kelby Tomlinson will enter the game for Adrianza. And it'll be Javier Lopez, the other lefty in the bullpen. So they've used them both now. Weber's sauces and seasonings. Call to the pen, 5-4 Cubs in the 6th.
The new 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander has been completely redesigned with over 100 improvements. In fact, we changed so much that one spokesperson couldn't do it justice.
The Outlander's had some very impressive work done.
The front wiper de-icer melt.
The interior is exquisitely appointed.
Quieter cabin.
The dramatically transformed 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander, the most advanced CUV we've ever made, well equipped for under $23,000.
Is your old garage about to fall down? Well, you're in luck. Danley's is offering a free wreck and haul. That's right, a free wreck and haul. We're gonna tear down your old garage and build you a Danley's. And with over 200,000 satisfied customers since 1959, Danley's is the best garage builder in Chicago for price, quality, and service. So what are you waiting for? Call Danley's today, 773-GARAGE.
Building your garage with quality, depend on Danley. That's why we're #1.
For over 50 years, Discount Tire has been the place where America saves on tires. Get a $70 Visa prepaid card on select sets of 4 Bridgestone tires.
Bass Pro Shops is more than a store.
It's great brands from Coleman and North Face to Redhead and Ascend.
Bass Pro Shops is the place for huge savings during our end-of-season clearance.
There's never been a better time to come to Bass Pro Shops than right now.
Weber's sauces and seasonings called to the pen. Here's another guy with a lot of mileage on that left arm, Javier Lopez.
Yeah, lefty specialist, like I felt, yeah, been around a long time. 38 years of age, 13th year in the big leagues. He's not allowed a home run this year. A high number of outs on the ground.
There's Tomlinson, the rookie.
This year Lopez getting 4.5 ground balls for every fly ball.
Fowler on, 2 outs. Schwarber takes ball 1.
Doesn't throw hard, just pounds the bottom of the zone with sinkers from that sidearm delivery.
Turned 38 in July. Product of the University of Virginia. Ball 2. The Giants have a young situational lefty they like in the upper minor leagues, but if they do, they're probably going to bring him up in September and sit him right between Atfeld and Lopez. A lot of knowledge there, right?
Yeah.
Bullpen. Dave Righetti was or still is left-handed. He started and closed games during his major league career. So I guess the question is, because you were and are left-handed, do left-handed pitchers learn more from guys who throw left-handed? Or can you learn as much from a right-handed thrower?
If you're stylistically the same, if you approach it the same way, you can learn.
That's a strike.
The best teacher for a pitcher in the big leagues are opposing hitters. Not always the easiest way to learn a lesson, but
right. I was going to say it'd be tough lessons at times.
Yeah. But they let you know what works and what doesn't.
Popped him up. Short left. And it's caught by Duffy to end the inning. So we'll head off to the 7th. Cubs nursing a 1-run lead.
Busy. It's worn like a badge. Coming in early, staying really late. When did leaving work on time become an act of courage? Sometimes it takes a fearless choice to wake people up. Can a CUV provoke change? You have no idea. Introducing the all-new Hyundai Tucson, the official pace car of living.
Scouting is an important part of baseball, but it's also an important part of shopping. I'm looking for hustle. That's fast enough. Now let's see if you can catch. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Colonel Sanders here. Ask any lifeguard and she's going to tell you the best part of summertime is my $5 fill-up with finger-licking good sauce. Dip your chicken in it, wait an hour, dip yourself in the pool. It's finger-licking good.
I'm going to college, but also launching a new startup.
Well, these 2-in-1s come with a fast and powerful Intel Core processor, which means you'll have everything you need to take on whatever college or the real world might throw your way.
Here you go.
That's it.
Get all the technology you need to prep for your best year yet. Save $100 on select 2-in-1 laptops, plus get great offers with our exclusive college student deals. Expert service, unbeatable price. Best Buy.
We are back. Jason Mott will take over. In the 7th inning, Cubs leading 5-4. This will be appearance number 50 on the season.
He follows Grimm and Hunter out of the Cubs bullpen. Grimm came in with a couple men on base. Shut things down. Tommy Hunter in his 1 inning allowed 2 hits and 2 runs. The Brandon Crawford home run. So high leverage situation here for Mott in the 7th.
Here is, there you go, Joel. Joel Murray. Can you hear everything now?
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I got a signed Grimm ball from throwing it out this morning. That was a while ago. It was afternoon. It was well into the evening.
You did a great job with the first pitch.
Well, 3rd time's a charm, I guess. Here we go. 3 up, 3 down inning. We're going to make it quick here, guys.
Ball 1 on a fastball at 95. There we go. I love the Cubs.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice delivery. That's legit right there.
That's the follow through. That was my Jason Mott imitation. Yep.
Oh, my, look at that swing. That looked like it hurt.
Yeah,
Sanchez hit himself in the back of the leg.
I got the new Cub shorts from the loudmouth guys, who turns out are Giants fans, and you try to match something with them. It's not Cubby blue and it's not Cubby red. It's a little bit off, so they feel like they've got you off your game.
Right.
But orange is an ugly color anyway, unless you're wearing it with midnight blue, right? What a beautiful day.
Oh.
What a beautiful night.
Gorgeous.
It's so good to be back in town.
We had you here in July for Hot Stove, cool music, to hang out with Eddie Vedder.
That was really fun. It was fun getting to see you play, and it was fun walking away with Eddie Vedder's lighter. Seriously, that's his Zippo.
Oh, wow.
At the end of the night, we were at the lodge at about 4 in the morning. He goes, you know what? I like you. Here's something. And
very cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah. It's always nice to have a Zippo.
Yeah. You got to sing with Expo 76. What tunes did you do? You did, Steppin' Stone by the Monkees. That was fun.
I did Everybody's Talking at Me, the theme from Midnight Cowboy, and I did Just My Imagination, I believe. But that was late in the night, we were expecting a special guest, and nobody thought it was going to be me. They thought Eddie Vedder was going to get back up and play, and unfortunately, people had to listen to me sing 3 more songs. But oh well, it was fun for me.
Good time was had by all. We raised a lot of money for charity.
We did really well this year, didn't we?
Yep. Raised $500,000.
I was saying it was so fun watching the guys in the sound check all of a sudden look at each other, go, "Hey, remember that night we were in the band with Eddie Vedder?" Remember that? But it was such a Chris Farley moment.
Right.
It just cracked me up. Anyway.
So Mad Men.
Done.
What an experience
a lot of work
for you.
That was really good. I got to do 15 episodes over 7 seasons, and I had some good ones, and I made some good friends, and got to be part of a historical television show.
Fred Rumson, great character. How much creativity did you have with the role?
Absolutely none. It was, you treated that one like Shakespeare. They would come up to you and tell you had a colon where it should have been a semicolon. You were not. The improv background did not help on that show at all. You were to learn Matt Weiner's lines, and they were gold. So you were right to do that.
He struck him out.
That's a good-looking pitch. I was going to say, a little hesitation. I like Mott. I did kind of a Mott delivery, I thought. I slapped the hand with the ball.
Toss the ball up in the air a little bit.
Yeah,
and do
just one little tap and then go. thought that was a good tempo thing. He was at the hot stove cool music.
He was. We had a really good turnout.
We had a bunch of Cubs on stage, and Coach Madden himself, and they lifted Eddie Vedder up in the air. That was kind of surreal. Made you really think that this is the year.
Yeah, it did. A real good vibe.
Very good fun night.
There's Blanco with one out, and he bunts foul. So you come from a big family. You have a lot of famous brothers. The question I guess I have is this. Not everybody has lived in Chicago throughout, but I've met many of your siblings. The tie to the Cubs, the bond is about as strong as it gets. So my question is anybody strayed and kind of rooted for other teams as they've moved? We see Brian all the time in Southern California. There's no Dodgers, no Padres. It's Cubs, Cubs, Cubs.
No, nobody's ever strayed. My oldest brother Ed was an Andy Frayne at Comiskey, and he is the only Sox fan.
Okay.
And he's coincidentally the only Republican, I believe. But everybody else is, Cubby Blue. We're born and bred. My kids are all born Angelinos. They all grew up in Los Angeles, born at UCLA, and they're all brainwashed. They're Bulls, Hawks, Cubs. But no, just Ed. Ed's always been the odd one.
So would he root against the Cubs, or was he okay with the Cubs? He just was a Sox.
Well, back when they had Andy Fraynes, I don't know if people remember the good-looking guys in uniforms that used to show you your seats. That was his gig, and that's kind of, I think baseball's a little bit like religions in a way. I'm going to get religious for you in a second, but, you're born into it, and it's not really your choice, and it's your team, and you root for it, and, in California now, there's a lot of atheists, and it's real popular to be atheist, and I say, but you don't even like baseball. What is that, what is that like? But, I don't know if you got that whole correlation.
Right.
That was out there a bit. But yeah, we're all born into it, and except for the one who had the job somewhere else.
It is funny, and JD and I obviously we get pictures and notes and letters from a lot of people. And the newest Cub fan, and it's a kid who's 2 weeks old with a Cub outfit. And you're right. It's not like they have a choice.
Get it. Ooh.
Slide and
that's tough. That's out in Bartman territory there.
Chris is all right.
I played football with a guy named Chris Coughlin, and he was a tough guy. I think he's going to shake that off if he's anything like my Chris Coughlin at Royal Academy.
Yeah, kind of a jarring blow as he hit the wall, but it looks like he's okay.
Yeah, he's moving slow.
Walk it off.
So you say you're baptized into Cubdom at a young, but there should be a point later on in life as you come to maturity where you get confirmed into Cubdom, right?
Well, yeah, and it usually is like in the tune of like a $5,000 weekend to see them in the playoffs coming from Los Angeles back to Chicago or something like that. It's usually a very expensive confirmation, and then you're really hooked for life. And I remember speaking of when Moises Alou went over to the corner there, and that ball blew back fair, but we ended up like crying and having pizza that night, and just the heartbreak, but knowing, well, sure enough, we got Kerry Wood tomorrow night, and I guaranteed there'd be a home run, and it happened, and even more heartbreak. So it is a weird confirmation to get into. It's beyond a baptism of fire. It's like steel spikes. It's like stigmata.
The level of care for fans, in some senses, is greater than the players. It is. I mean, the players are invested. It's their job.
Right.
But they come at it from a perspective of, this is my job. I'm paid to win. But if you have a bad year and you don't win, the pain kind of recedes. But for the passionate fan, that lingers, man.
It's forever. I had a friend that used to be a vendor out in the outfield in the bleachers, and he said the number of people that were dumping their fathers and their grandfathers' ashes onto the warning track it got ridiculous. And if you look at the color of the warning track in the late 60s and 70s, it was orange. And now they even replaced it a couple years ago. It was orange again, but now it's back to a dark brown with pieces of bone. But there's so many people out there on the warning track that are hoping to someday see the World Series champions. But it, it's fun hanging out with Theo at that hot stove thing. It really seems he's promised a 5-year plan. He's 4 years into it, and gosh darn it, if he doesn't seem like he's got a good idea going.
If the Cubs can hang on here, they'll jump into that second wild card spot with a long way to go. So 2 outs in the inning. I want to mention this Sunday you're hosting a golf tournament in Evanston.
It's the Canal Shores Invitational.com. You can still buy into the party Saturday night, but it's a thing we started for first responders 3 years ago, and it's just a riot. We bring these guys in from Sandy Hook and 9/11 guys, and guys have been through these horrible tragedies, and we just show them a really good weekend in Chicago. And it's hard to explain to your accountant, well, how is that? It's like, no, it's the experience is what we're talking about. So they come out and they have just the best time. We've got great music, and Doug Julian's going to play again with Expo 76, 67. No, but it's going to be fun. It's out at the rooftop at Navy Pier, and we've got a lot of 85 Bears coming out, and we've got signed bats from number 17 at third base. We've got signed Hawks hockey sticks. We got all kinds of fun stuff. We got a lot of friends of mine, celebrities coming in, some Mad Men guys, some actual firemen, a lot of Chicago Fire, Chicago PD people coming out to play. Hey, there we go.
All right, Joel, here we go. Stretch time. Let's do it.
Well, I got to do that still, right?
Conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, actor and Chicago native Joe Murray.
All right, you are many and you are powerful. Let me hear you. On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for those Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some
The McDonald's Jalapeno Double is made with tangy ranch and savory white cheddar for a cool, creamy taste. But it's also loaded with sliced and crispy jalapenos, so it can get pretty hot. That's why we created the all-new Jalapeno McChicken. Actually, that's pretty hot, too. Try the Jalapeno Double and the all-new Jalapeno McChicken. Now just $2 each at McDonald's.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Tomorrow, Cubs and Giants, 3:05. First 10,000 adults 21 and over get a floppy hat presented by Rum Chata. Purchase seats, Cubs.com. Matt Caesar against Javier Lopez. Joel Murray kind of checks all the boxes, right? It's from Wilmette, lifelong Cub fan, knows the song,
cool shorts,
sings it great, great Cubs shorts, didn't bounce the first pitch.
He's a mess, man. He hurt his knee with his at-bat swinging, and now he gets clipped by this foul tip off the top of the knee, under the chest protector.
Caesar, by the way, hitting for Coughlin.
important for Bruce Bochy that Sanchez stay in this game. He led off the 7th inning. If Posey were to have to come in and replace him here, I'm sure that's not where Bochy would like to use him. You know, that's a bullet he's got available to pinch hit in a big situation.
You know, I recall Caesar could not hold. And actually, we'll ask our viewers, because I think it was before you came here. Did Hector Sanchez in San Francisco not foul a ball off his foot from both sides of the plate, like in back-to-back at bats, and like had to walk it off? I mean, it was funny if it didn't hurt. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you feel bad laughing. I think it was Sanchez. It was a really rough day at the plate against the Cubs in San Francisco, maybe like 2012. Well, tweet at me if you remember. My memory could be faulty. So Caesar grounds out. Here's Rizzo.
Funny, you have to keep looking at the scoreboard to remind yourself that the Cubs are winning this game.
Right.
They have not done anything since the 2nd. Like a football team that gets a big early lead and goes into the prevent defense mode.
Rizzo hits that ball hard on the ground, right past Tomlinson, who's out in medium right field. So hit by pitch, single, walk, single.
Here comes Bruce Bochy yet again.
Hunter Strickland, a right-hander. It's Weber's Sauces and Seasonings. Call to the pen in the 7th.
It's called the domino effect. It starts with a plan that evolves into an action that produces a result. That result is the grand opening of the all-new Elgin Toyota with our state-of-the-art business center, and save time with our exclusive Toyota Express maintenance. Browse over 1,000 new Toyotas and 400 used vehicles. Feel comfortable knowing that we speak your language. The grand opening sale going on now at Elgin Toyota, where Naperville Road ends and savings begin.
This is so great, date night. And this is such a good movie, too. The end, when it's revealed the grandmother did it, it's like, hello. Wow, hey, was that Jordan? Whoa, that's cool.
Now, all Hanes underwear is tagless. Go tagless.
At Intel, they make technology that gives you the power of a PC and fun of a tablet.
I could turn it into a tablet and do my spreadsheets?
I said fun of a tablet?
Exactly.
Upgrade to a 2-in-1 with Intel Inside.
Don't think about Wendy's spicy chicken. Don't do it. Problem is, not thinking about that spicy goodness makes you think about it even more.
So think of something else, like countries in Europe. France,
Austria, Hungary. Hungary for spicy chicken. See, there's no escaping it.
Who falls for this stuff?
And don't forget, kids get hungry too.
Here's right-hander Hunter Strickland.
Strickland, a rookie, had a cup of coffee with the big club last year and having a very nice year this year. 1.82 ERA as he works for the 31st time. Big arm, mid to upper 90s fastball, slider and a change.
They give up a bunch of home runs in the postseason. Last year gave up 3 against Washington, 1 against the Cardinals, 2 more in the World Series against the Royals. So they kind of threw him into the deep end. First big league call-up was September 1st of last year. Has already had Tommy John surgery. 1-1 the count. And Bryant, 6'4", 220. Hunter Drew Strickland. Pulled in the left. Back-to-back one-out singles.
Well, Chris Bryant could be ready to go on a bit of a tear here. The Cubs have all these games coming up at Wrigley, and he's been far better at home than on the road.
Soler, 2 out of 3. He's hit for average here as of late, not for power. Came in hitting .310 over his last 11. Off the screen. 2 strikes on Soler. An insurance run or 2 wouldn't hurt. It's a very good offensive club.
2-3-4 due up for the Giants in the top of the 8th. Soler's base hit in the first, drove in 2, and then in the 5th he hit that rocket to left, and Rizzo, who had been on second base, got a stop sign from Gary Jones at third because the ball got on the left fielder so quickly.
Down even, 2-2.
Good take.
3 straight misses after an 0-2 start.
Tempted, started, got better of it.
And that has been the scouting report on Soler, that he would swing at that pitch. He starts spitting on it. That's going to change things. Three and 2. 2 on, 1 out. We're in the 7th. The pitch. High fly right field. Pence trying to get behind it as Rizzo's going to tag. And he'll head to third. Bryant will hold at first.
Well, Soler laid off the slider, got himself a fastball in the zone, was just a little behind it. Getting some pats on the back from the boys in the dugout. Good approach, just didn't get the result he was looking for.
So the corner's occupied, 2 outs. Castro digs in. Grounded out to second, short, and third. His first 3 at bats. Here's a pitch. It's a strike.
Yeah, if he would bounce to first here, he would ground out for the cycle, but I mean, I don't think he's really interested in doing. Flip one into shallow right would work just fine.
Popped up. Tomlinson is out looking for a little help. Hence is there, and the Cubs strand a couple, and we'll go to the 8th. It's still 5-4 for the home
team. We invented low fares. Then everyone else pretty much tried to follow. We call it the Southwest effect. But other airlines probably use more colorful language. Low fares. We don't just have them. We invented them. And here we go again. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
AT&T UVerse high-speed internet. With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on.
If he were to mispronounce your name, you'd feel compelled to change it. Therapists open up to him. He skips the first date. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Sunday afternoon, the series finale, it's a battle of Jakes. Marietta for the Cubs, Peavy for the Giants. Coverage begins at 12:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto, right here on CSN.
And the upcoming Cubs schedule brought to you by Elgin Toyota. Yeah, next 16 games after tonight, and including tonight, the next 19 days will be spent here in Chicago. Only 3 road contests. Will be about 9 miles to the south. Caesar will play left after pinch hitting for Coghlan. And Pedro Strop. Nice job, by the way, Jason Mott with a 1-2-3 7th as we chatted with Joel Murray.
Yeah, a couple punch outs for Mott, and now Strop on for the 53rd time. Number 52 came last night. 2/3 scoreless with a walk and a strikeout. He allowed a sac fly as one of Travis Wood's runs came home.
Kelby Tomlinson recently made his major league debut. He's 3 out of 5. This is only his 3rd major league game. He's here because Joe Panik is on the disabled list. So Tomlinson comes in hitting .600 with a .600 on base percentage and a .600 slugging percentage.
Better curve him.
Bounce that one way out in front of the plate.
Tomlinson splitting time between AA and AAA prior to being called up. .321 in the minor leagues with 19 doubles.
He chops one to the left side. Bryant will make the play in front of Castro. That's what third basemen are told. You can get it, do it, and he did.
Yeah, and that holds true most of the time, not all the time, especially now with some of the exaggerated shifts we're seeing. There was some confusion on a ball last night when the Cubs had 3 guys on the left side of the infield. A ground ball that either Chris or Starlin probably could have made a play on. Neither did, and rolled into left field for a run-scoring hit.
It's right back to Stroh. We'll go 1-3 as he gets Duffy. It's James Russell with Belt now on deck. Pitch.
Washington Nationals 8-3 winners over the Diamondbacks today.
Boy, did they need that.
They started play 3 behind the Cubs. Two back of the first place Mets in the East.
So the Mets off today. So Nationals now a game and a half out in the East. Three and 0. Blue Jays beat the Twins again. That is a 4-game sweep. 9-3 the final. Big sweep for the Jays, and that is a devastating sweep on the other end for the Twins. They've lost 5 in a row now, and are at 500. Ball 4. Second throw from Schwarber that's gotten past the pitcher, and here's Chris Bosio to the mound with Belt coming up. Yeah, the American League Central partner is becoming a laugher. Royals running away with it. Even though they lost today, they still have a 9.5 game lead. And they're the only team in that division above 500.
So they are 19 games better than 500.
63 and 44. Lost 8-6 at Detroit today. Ian Kinsler with a game-ending 2-run homer.
Remember early in the year, there were a lot of people saying that the American League Central was the best division in baseball.
Well, they got the Central part right. It was the wrong league. I haven't looked. Which division has the best collective record? It's got to be the NL Central, doesn't it?
Last time I checked, it was, yeah. Yeah, especially with the Cubs surging the way they have here lately. Without crunching all the numbers, just by looking at this page of standings, I feel pretty confident saying that is the case.
Strop to Belt. Awkward swing. For strike 1. Schwarber extra attentive here. Want to keep Pence out of scoring position, representing the tying run.
Yeah, this is a dicey situation for sure. Belt seeing it well, swinging it well here tonight. It's homered already. Hit the ball well to right last time up. You want to be careful with them. If you walk them, you move the tying run into scoring position, put the go-ahead run on base. And the guy behind him, Crawford's no slouch. He's also a homer tonight.
Cubs scored all of their 5 runs in the first 2 innings. Not a whole lot happening since. They're trying to hang on late. Belt drives it to right, but he hit it right at Soler. That will end the inning. We go to the last of the 8th. Still 5-4 Cubs.
Everybody talks. It started with the whisper.
People just can't stop talking about Ford. Announcing the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now get our best offers of the year on Focus, Fusion, and Escape. 0% financing for 72 months, plus $750 cash back and no payments until fall. That's 0% financing for 72 months, plus $750 bonus cash and no payments until fall on Fusion, Escape, and Focus. So hurry to the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Gerald Subaru understands the moments that drive your life. And that's why we're committed to you for a lifetime of great driving. We prove this to our customers every day because we're the only dealer to provide true peace of mind, an exclusive lifetime warranty. That means you're covered for a lifetime of driving, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, we have one of the largest Subaru inventories in Chicagoland. A lifetime of worry-free driving only at Gerald Subaru. Visit Gerald Subaru of Naperville today.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan at our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update. Here's a throwback Thursday for you. On this day back in 1959, sweet swinging Billy Williams made his Major League debut. Hall of Famer went 0 for 4 with a ground-out RBI. Williams only played in 18 games that season, so he wasn't eligible for Rookie of the Year. However, 2 years later, he was crowned the 1961 Rookie of the Year. Little Cubs trivia for you. Now, back to the action with Len and JD at Wrigley.
Hey, Cubs fans, let's go. Don't miss your chance to catch the best matchups in baseball. Reserve your place in line for history in the making. Join the season ticket holder waiting list. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list. Sergio Romo. Sinker strike on pinch hitter Jonathan Herrera.
Sinkers and sliders, and especially the right-handed hitters, a ton of sliders.
As our closing experience with the Giants. Looking here in the 8th, down a run.
That slider from a low arm angle, and it kind of frisbees up there.
It'll be Hector Rondon in the 9th. Who gets the win if the Cubs hang on?
Probably Grimm.
This conversation before the game about the 5-inning requirement for a starter. You could very easily make the case Jason Hamill should just get the win. He pitched 4 innings, almost half the game. But because he started and did not get through 5, the win would have to go to a reliever. And you're right, Justin Grimm, probably that guy. But we're not there yet. 3-2. Slightly open stance for Herrera. Romo's pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3.
A loose arm, slings it up there. This is 88 with sink. Romo, part of all 3 of their World Series teams. First came to the big leagues in 2008.
Frisbee slider, 0-1. By the way, thanks to our tweeters and our crack research staff, Sanchez, the catcher, he fouled 2 balls off the same foot or same leg in an at-bat against Travis Wood in San Francisco a few seasons ago. So kind of got it right. I thought he had done it in 2 different at-bats. This is the first one, kind of off the ankle area, and then this one off the shin after a long delay. He did it again. Russell could not hold. Romo has fanned the first 2.
Slider is reminiscent of Dennis Eckersley.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Had a heck of a career. He was a 28th round pick. Number 852 overall in the 2005 June draft.
The real loose arm action. A lot of different ways to get guys out, right? You got the Jason Mott short arm delivery, but Romo really swings that right arm around behind him. And as you said, kind of like Dennis Eckersley used to.
He has struggled against left-handed hitters this year. Hitting better than 400 against him. Dexter 0 for 3 plus a walk.
So it'll be Crawford, a pinch hitter, and Sanchez, the catcher, due in the ninth. We see Buster Posey at some point. Swing and a miss. Well, I mentioned Sanchez was due up third. This was a painful day a few years ago. He'd just as soon forget.
Not the vast frozen plains or a wall of mountains. Nothing would get between him and what he was after. Some called him obsessed. We call him Mr. Coors. And the pure Rocky Mountain water he hunted down is still used to brew the beer that bears his name. Coors, the banquet beer.
Great news! The best internet offer of the year is back. Get Xfinity Internet for just $14.99 a month for 12 months. But don't wait. This offer is only back for a short time. AT&T UVerse can't give you the speed Xfinity does. Call 1-800-XFINITY to get started for as low as $14.99 a month for 12 months. Or ask how to get even more speed with Blast. Now with 50% more speed. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Ninth inning. And changes now. David Ross into catch. With Hector Rondon trying to notch the save.
Hector for the 50th time now. 4-2, 188 the ERA. He's got an 0.62 ERA since late May. Allowed 2 home runs in 48 innings. He's got Crawford to lead it off. Buster Posey has come out on deck.
And Posey, as we mentioned, getting the night off, red hot. Foul fly that will reach the seats.
Get over slider there from Rondon, and Crawford tried to ambush him. His home run came back in the 4th. It was to left.
One ball, one strike. Without really any sort of announcement. Cubs have gone from Rondon to Mott, back to Rondon. And that's a credit to the manager, Joe Madden, how he's set up the bullpen, how he's handled the media this year. There's some deftness involved, right, for a manager to not get cornered on who's closing, who's doing this, who's doing that. Joe's just kind of said everybody pitches.
Everybody be ready, be on board. I mean, he's followed kind of the traditional model that he used Rondon, and Hector started to scuffle a little bit, and he made the shift to Mott, but there was never a pronouncement. It was like, well, as long as Jason's getting the job done, I'll stay with him. He started to struggle. Hector had been on a heck of a roll for a good while. Threw him back out there.
2-2 on a tough hitter. He got him on strikes, and no argument from Crawford. One away.
Oh, pretty pitch. Great execution. You saw Ross slide over the inside corner. A 2-seam fastball. With good run. Watch where Ross sets up. Watch where the pitch ends up.
Now the all-star Buster Posey hitting .421 over his last 31 games. 3 hits last night in Atlanta. He's hit in 17 in a row on the road. Look at those numbers. Rarely strikes out. Rondon's 0-1. Wide. Reaching 99 on that heater tonight.
Pitch up a little bit and more towards the middle of the plate than David Ross wanted. But again, that's the advantage of 98 and the challenge for a guy coming off the bench. As good as Posey is, when you're coming off that bench cold, that's awfully tough to handle 98.
Pulled to left. That's Matt Caesar. 2 down. Cubs an out away from leapfrogging past the Giants in this tight wild card race. with 3 more to go this weekend. So it is Sanchez, the catcher, batting left-handed. Hector Rondon goes 1-2-3 in the ninth, and the Cubs beat the Giants 5-4. And they're now a half game ahead of San Francisco for the second wild card spot.
Cubs had 5 runs after 2 innings, racing out to a 5-0 lead, and spent the rest of the race peeking back over their shoulder as the Giants chipped away. But the bullpen gets it done, hangs on here at the end for a 5-4 win in game 1 of this 4-game set. I'm not sure what happened with Rondon here. I think he just lost his balance as he reached for that ball. Kyle Schwarber, 3-run jack in the second. Jorge Soler, 2-run, 2-out single in the first.
Let's get our Binny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. We're going to give it to Kyle Schwarber. 3-run homer in the second inning. And it was a blast.
So he did that big one in Milwaukee and that one in Pittsburgh. Here he goes tonight. His percentage of hard hit balls per at bat is really high. This kid is locked in.
Well, Kyle is standing by with Luke Stuckmeyer. Go ahead, Luke.
Thank you, Len. Kyle, does it feel for the players with the Giants here in this big series?
Yeah, definitely. It's a huge series for us. Fans are awesome. We're out there going out there and competing, and we're having fun with it.
Your 3rd home run in 4 games, but your first in this ballpark. What was it like? Low and outside, what were you looking for?
Just trying to put the ball in play, hit it hard, and hit it over the fence, and hearing the crowd roar, it's awesome. These are the best fans out here, and best fans in the major leagues.
Another key moment in this game is the top of the 5th inning. Grimm comes in with the thinking as you approach those 3 batters and get them 1, 2, 3.
Grimm has great stuff, and I got all the confidence in the world in him. He did a great job, and I feel why he's really good.
Congratulations. Go enjoy this. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Luke. That's a poised young man, isn't it?
Yeah, you forget how young he is sometimes. We say that about a lot of these Cub players, and they're right in the thick of it right now. These young guys, limited experience, but they're having the time of their lives in this wild card race.
Fun ball game. Cubs get a bunch of runs early and hang on and beat the Giants by a run. So we're back with you here on CSN at 1 o'clock on Sunday for the series finale against the Giants. And now for JD and our entire crew here at Wrigley Field, I'm Len Casper, inviting you to stay tuned as Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live comes at you next.
How about that? Cubs get it done. They move back into the second wild card with a 5-4 win over the San Francisco Giants. He's Todd Hollingsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Boy, Joe Madden managed that like it was the final week of September.
Well, it got everybody's attention, and I think that's the point that's taken out of it. Sure, there's going to be some questions after the ball game about when Jason Hamill came out of this, how the tempo of the game, how he was pitching, those 2 walks, the timing of it. I think we all were very curious to see it play out, but it did bring an urgency, and I'll say this. it certainly should bring an awareness to the players who are on the field for the Cubs, who haven't really been here in the last few years. So exciting times at Wrigley Field. As we know, the Giants in town. Big series right now. Big performance tonight. The bullpen, for the most part, outside that 2-run homer that Hunter gave up, spotless. No hits. Shut that big Giants offense down and got it done.
All right, we will have all the highlights. We'll hear from Joe Madden and get you set for tomorrow's matchup with John Lester Goes to the Hill. Be right back.
There are measures we can offer. Other agents in the field.
I work alone.
Okay, what's it gonna take?
I want a guarantee.
He wants the card.
I'm in.
He's good.
Drop my phone.
You stream music, movies, TV, stuff you shouldn't watch in public. Like that guy. Everything's on demand, so why wait 2 years to upgrade your phone? What if you made the wrong choice? Or an even wronger choice?
Yeah, I know.
And you. Hi, I'm on this phone to tell you more about phones. Oh, you actually chose wisely.
Introducing Jump on Demand. Get the phone you want when you want, including a new iPhone